Yo, what's cracking? I'm Ashley Lott and welcome to XCOMTB.com. I'm here to talk you through the changes to the 2025 Whoop UCI Mountain Bike World Cup. First up, the teams. So the number of teams will be restricted to just 20, as these are the only teams that will get an invite to every single round of the World Cup series. UCI Elite Mountain Bike teams are now being replaced with UCI Mountain Bike World Series teams. The other 5 spots will be wildcard team entries based on high-profile riders and social media influencers, etc. Up to 8 additional UCI teams will be given the opportunity to race as wildcard teams on a per-round basis, and national federations can still nominate a team of riders to go to every round. Any national, continental, World Cup or Olympic champions will not be included in any of the criteria already mentioned, are also given a spot to race in the World Cup, so hopefully no one should miss out. There will be a new UCI Continental Series next year, organised with 5 continental federations to allow individual riders who aren't on a UCI Mountain Bike World Series team or part of a wildcard team to qualify and race the World Cups. The UCI will soon announce more details on the new Continental Series. We'll be bringing you all the latest developments on the website, social media, so follow us if you don't already. So, points. They are using UCI points rather than World Cup points to see which riders and teams qualify to compete. Admittedly, some more notice would have been good with this, as we've seen a lot of riders and teams scrabbling around, but they had to draw a line somewhere, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. If you were a rider racing only World Cups during the past 2 years and finished 31st at every race, you would have got no UCI points, as they removed points for places from 31st to 60th last year. So this may cause some upset, but hopefully everyone will still be able to work out and find a place in the new system. I think this is really exciting. All elite riders who have won an XC World Cup will be able to choose their own number, which they'll keep for the rest of their racing career, so it has a nice moto feel to it. They also choose personal colours for their number board. The number 1 plate though will be reserved for the current World Cup leader and be awarded on the podium at each round. So this is really cool, gets the riders to bring some more of their personality into the racing, which is going to be rad. Facts and the numbers, but what does it mean for the riders? Now, in my opinion, I've never raced World Cups. I do currently race, but I've spoken to some high-level riders. Change is always tricky, and I'm sure there are going to be issues. There is no perfect solution. But overall, I think it will be for the best, these changes, as this is a sign that the sport is growing to the point where it needs more divisions of racing, and it can support that. Whilst the bike industry may be going through a tough time at the moment, there's never a good time for a lot of things. So perhaps it could have been slightly better timing, but it's good to get on with it and start getting the ball rolling. The model is already effective in a number of other sports, from surfing to road cycling and motorsport. Some say it might be the death of the privateer, but I think we could maybe see the opposite, as up-and-coming riders may get more exposure from winning the lower tier races as the races get more coverage and hopefully more support in terms of sponsorship and funding. This has proven popular a way to do it on the road, and we see broadcasts of other smaller race series as well as the big ones such as the Tour de France. This means more opportunities for riders to get results and for sponsors to provide big prize money, especially if the World Cup riders are away focusing on the World Cup series. I think the sports participation and fan base will grow as well, as kids will be able to buy, say, a t-shirt with their rider's name on the back and their number, which will be allocated to that rider every year. We've seen this work in MotoGP, for example, as loads of Valentino Rossi fans have their t-shirts with the number on the back. It does mean that World Cups are becoming less accessible. I think racing as a whole will be in a far better position. As I said, it certainly won't be perfect, but any issues should simply be seen as growing pains. World Cup rounds, so get booking your flights. The season kicks off again in Brazil with 2 rounds back to back for the first time since 2020. So we've got the 3rd to the 6th of April, and we've got the 10th to the 12th of April in, I'm going to butcher this pronunciation, but Araxa. Looking forward to that, as that produced some great racing last year, some big course features. The first European round, round 3, is in Novo Mesto na Moravia in the Czech Republic. Always a great course, and that is going to be the 21st to 25th of May. Following that, we roll over to Austria, to Leogang, after a year off, so it'd be really good to get back there, and that is the 5th to 8th of June. Then we head down to Italy for round 5 on the 20th to the 22nd of June at Val di Sole. Pal Arizal Andorra hosts round 6 between the 9th to the 13th of July. That's always a spicy round with the altitude. And then the Holt Savory Festival is due to take place between the 21st and the 31st of July, with dates to be confirmed for the XCO and XCC. The final European round will take place in Lenzerheide, Switzerland on the 19th to the 21st September, which is the weekend of the World Champs at Crans, Montana. So that is a course we know has teeth and will be producing some really exciting racing. Following that, we head into round 8 and 9. So round 8 again is going to be in America at Lake Placid. That was a phenomenal course this year, produced some great racing on the 3rd to the 5th of October. And then the final round of the World Cup takes place at the Classic Valley of Mont Saint Anne on the 9th to the 12th of October. Fortunately, the weather played ball this year. Hopefully it'll play ball again next year, because it's always risky putting on races in the Northern Hemisphere in October. I hope you found this video interesting, but what do you think about the upcoming changes? Be sure to let us know in the comments down below, like this video, share it with your mates, and subscribe to XCOMTB.com to stay up to date with all the changes, and follow XCOMTB.com on Instagram. We're really excited to bring you this new chapter in mountain biking, and we'll see you in 2025, if not before.